Page number 461, ready, start. 36 and 38 of the Punjab Town Improvement Act 1922 were duly published and served on the plaintiffs, and the scheme was finally published in Gazette notification dated 20 August 1974, paragraph. After framing of issues and recording of plaintiffs' evidence, an application dated 23 July 1979 for dismissal of the suit on the basis of proposed compromise was moved by the defendants, stating that the chairman of the Improvement Trust had allotted plot numbers 38, 39, 40 and 41 to the plaintiffs at the rate of rupees 40 per square yard staff. The area of each plot is 165 square yard staff. The rate of the land on which it was allotted to the general public was rupees 80 per square yard staff. In support of the application, A.W. Ish full stop H.R. Gupta, assistant engineer, was examined, who testified these facts staff. During the course of his depositing, he made reference to Exhibit A1, wherein four of the plaintiffs requested the Defendant Improvement Trust to compensate them for the loss suffered on account of acquisition of their land staff. The plaintiffs have also mentioned that if they were given plot in the scheme area at a reasonable price, they were ready to effect a compromise staff. The Improvement Trust wide resolution dated 23 May 1978, Exhibit A2, resolved that the plaintiffs may be allotted plots at reasonable rates by private negotiation, and the right to make such allotment was given to the chairman staff. In pursuance to the resolution, 4 plots at the rate of rupees 40 per square yard, measuring 165 square yards, were allotted to the plaintiff's staff. This allotment has been made wide. Office note dated 10 July 1978, Exhibit A3. And the plots allotted to the plaintiffs are indicated in Exhibit A4 by red ink, which is the site plan of development scheme number 13 staff. After discussing the statement of AW1 and exhibits A1 to A4, the learned trial court concluded that suit has been comprised as witnessed in the compromise Exhibit A3 staff. The plaintiffs preferred an appeal against the judgment and decree of the learned senior sub-judge, wherein the plaintiffs raised two objections, namely that the provisions of Order 32, Rule 7, CPC have not been complied with, and that all the plaintiffs were not party to the compromise, and therefore all of them were not bound by it staff. Both the objections raised by the plaintiffs, which failed to persuade the trial court, were also rejected by the learned additional district judge in his judgment, which reads as under stop paragraph. To begin with, I may mention here that under section 96 within bracket 3 of the Punjab Town Improvement Act 1922, the chairman, subject to the control of the trust, could admit, compromise or withdraw any claim made under the Act staff. Further, as observed in Saroop Chand and others versus State of Haryana. Stop.